In this year, while that shooting attack, in which at least 15 people lost their lives, is still hot in the American public opinion, while the shock of it is not yet overcome, let's pass it on to you as another shooting, as breaking information. In New York City and Queens, there was a shooting at a nightclub and 11 people were wounded. Shortly after, another tragic event unfolded. Barely a day had passed since the shooting when an armed attack struck a well-known nightclub in New York City, situated in the United States of America. The shooting occurred in Queens, and the police have already arrived at the scene. We are interested in understanding the motive behind this attack. Could it be a terrorist act? There seems to be a possible connection, particularly considering that it happened on New Year's Eve. In the city of New Orleans, 15 individuals were tragically killed in that location when one person intentionally drove his car into a crowd and proceeded to open fire. Numerous others were injured as a result. After further investigation, the FBI discovered that the suspect had a DH flag displayed in his vehicle and was subsequently neutralized. Is there also a possibility of a terror-related motive in this incident? Now, of course, there are reports that a large number of security officers have arrived at the scene. Yes, another armed attack. This time, a nightclub was attacked in New York City. 11 people are said to be wounded at the moment, but since the incident is very hot, are there any casualties? How serious is the condition of those injured? Of course, official information will be given in the coming minutes, but first of all, the priority of the police teams to maintain security there. Has the perpetrator of this attack been neutralized? Did he flee the scene? Does he have a connection to a terrorist organization, a terrorist group? Why did he organize this attack? Because it's so hot, of course, which for the moment, to say power. Meanwhile, there are voices from some countries saying that the CIA should step in, that America is collapsing, because these back-to-back shootings. The mass deaths are not only a part of special celebrations on New Year's Eve. It's something that happens in the United States every month of the year, in almost every season of the year. Yes, let's reiterate, there has been another incident in the United States of America. A shooting occurred at a nightclub located in the Queens neighborhood of New York City, resulting in 11 individuals sustaining injuries at this time. We can share with you the information. The information is that there are 11 wounded. During New Year's Eve in New Orleans, even the perpetrator who deliberately rammed his vehicle into the crowd and was armed was discovered to be an American citizen. Shockingly, we are now looking at these images from the aftermath of the recent attack that took place in New York City. Those images, the police have of course blockaded the area from the air. Queens, NY thrives. It's a lively district in the Big Apple. Not as prominent as Manhattan, but it is still a region that stands out with its entertainment life. And one of those nightclubs was attacked with a gun. What was this armed attack organized for? Is it connected to a terrorist organization? No. Is it an isolated attack? There are still unanswered questions regarding the suspect who was neutralized in the New Orleans attack on New Year's Eve, where 15 individuals lost their lives. Notably, the suspect had a DH flag displayed on their vehicle during the incident. And additionally, there was an indication that it could be classified as a terrorist attack. Now, why was this attack organized? From 11 sides. Are there any severe ones? Detection. Unavailable. Are persons of interest in the attack? Authorities have detected a white vehicle that could be related to the attack because there's a lot of surveillance cameras, security cameras. Because it was so hot, it was all done quickly and urgently, is starting to be examined. On the one hand, of course, aggressive, escaped. Is he captured? Has he been neutralized? There are indications that all the roads in the surrounding area have been closed. Now, if he was captured and neutralized, All roads were closed, and they still won't be closed. So that the assailant fled the scene after carrying out this attack, tried to escape. Yes, it is not yet known whether the attack is linked to the events in New Orleans and Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, as you know, we brought it to your screens. Our viewers who have been following our broadcast will remember. In front of Trump's hotel, one of the cars produced by Tesla, that is, by Elon Musk, who was acting as Trump's right-hand man in this election campaign, exploded. One person lost his life. Now, is this a terrorist attack or an accident? There were some themes about these cars before, but Elon Musk also says that this is the first time something like this has happened to us. Now, could there be a connection between this incident and the incidents in Las Vegas and New Orleans and this armed attack on a nightclub in Queens, New York? On the one hand, of course, the police are searching for the attacker and trying to neutralize him. The scene is blockaded from the ground and from the air. All surrounding roads are blocked. And a white vehicle that authorities believe may be linked to the attack. Yes, for the time being, official but limited information is really worrying in this context. First in New Orleans, then Las Vegas, and now in Queens, New York. Armed attacks. Some politicians in the United States have also called for a crackdown. He used the phrase that America is collapsing.